All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start up with saying all praises to Yahweh by Shimei Oshai, by Shimon Kakadash. This all praises to who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. The true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father and Yahweh Shai for his blood of his Son. I also want to say double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify. And I wanted to go on this topic of voting because Jake is being real simple minded in this thing, and being as at least here in Arizona, November 3rd is the only day they have where they can go and vote in person. And I was talking to a Judite chick at work, and she asked me if I'm voting, and I told her no, I'm not gonna waste my time. See, I save all my time not going to do that. And I told her she makes bad decisions for going to do so. Because Jake really believes in Esau system. Jake believes that if he does this and he does that, and the world's made him believe that 2/3 niggas and rap artists and musicians and entertainers have sat there and pushed that out there, that you can be the change, when the Lord told you that we would only be consumed. We would only be destroyed in this place. Our salvation, our help comes from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not for them so-called white men. And going to rely on this guy to do something that isn't in him. Let me get this. Let me get this real quick. This is Jeremiah 13:23. It says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to doing evil." You see, I got one more. So in that scenario, this devil has consistently over generations, and has repeatedly been a repeat offender in abusing you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And somehow in 2020, you got two of the worst candidates you can ever have. And you niggas still, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you still believe that your choice matters and something better can come from this devil, man. This is look, this is Ecclesiastes 7:13. It says, consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight which the Most High had made crooked? And the Lord made this devil to be crooked as hell. So for you to expect any straight or righteous thing to come from him, you being a fool, man. You being a real fool. This devil was not made, in his actions throughout history proves it, that he was not made to be here to benefit you niggas, man. This is Proverbs 3:31. It says, "Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways." What is the oppressor's way? To have these votes, these elections, these Senate and councils. This is the oppressor's way. He has used his politics and his democracy as a means to fight against you Negroes. And yet you're trying to choose his form of fight as something that can help you. And that's not what it is. He was not made to do those things to benefit you. And Jake, you need to understand that, man. We understand that a lot of you aren't. We understand that. This is Proverbs 23:17. It says, "Let not your heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of Yahweh all the day long. You see, you can't envy this devil. Because Jake can sit here and envy this devil. He'll be like, you know what? I'm going to become a top politician. I can do the job better than him. You know, you niggas is simple. You envying this sinful ass nigga knowing damn well that these politicians are crooked. And you envy them enough that you think you're going to come in to the game and just ball on him. That's not what you're here for. The Lord did not command your ass to go out here and vote. And if you are, you're being simple-minded, man. You know? This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And who does that for the most part? Who does that in general? These politicians, right? The so-called white men, chiefly. To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. And they've done that through their legislations, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. It says, and what will you do in the day of visitation, in the day of desolation which shall come from far? To whom will you flee for help? And where will you leave your glory? I'm going to jump down. It says, verse 10, it says, as my hand had found the foundations, as my hand had found the kingdoms of idols, whose graven images did exalt. You know what? I might be on the wrong chapter. 30. It's like Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30:1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You cover, when you go down and you think that voting for this man's system is going to somehow give you a better life on which candidate gets in, you're being simple. You're going down and you're covering yourself with a whole different covering, with a whole different mindset. But you're not taking on to you the spirit of the Lord. You're supposed to wait on the Lord. You're supposed to trust in the Lord, but you're putting trust in this damn system that has repeatedly beat the shit out of you with no benefit. It says, verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, which when you go to the book of Revelation, the scriptures tell you spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Now, what spiritually upholds everything that was in Egypt and Sodom? America, this democracy, what they put up throughout the world. You know, but you would have to know some history to understand that. And Jake don't like to read. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, meaning go to the words of the Lord, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, man, to trust in the way of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. So through you people voting, the Lord is going to put your ass to shame for this shit, man. Because I'm going to get in the law where the law says you're not supposed to vote for somebody to be over you that's outside your nation. So and the Lord has a hell of a sense of humor, because here it is. We're at the time now where Esau can roll at any minute. More and more things are happening out there, you know, to show you that we're at the door of Jacob trouble. And pretty soon, the Lord might let you niggas vote just so he can laugh you to scorn when the same person you voted for, or the same system you voted for, comes and locks your asses up, man. Puts you through all out hell. That's what it means. That's what it means by the strength of Pharaoh. You know, this whole power structure, how everything goes here is going to be your shame. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, man, because it's going to put you in a hard spot. You're going to sit here and think, you know, what happened, man? I thought we did everything that we were supposed to. We did everything we were supposed to. You know, why is this happening to us? That's what a lot of Jake is going to be in a position of. This is Isaiah 36 and 6 it says, lo, thou trustest in the staff, and this thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. You see, you trusting in this system is going to be like a broken reed that can shoot through your hand. Because you're leaning on it, you're hoping in it. And it's going to hurt you at the end of the day, man. You know? This is Sirach 12 and 10. Not Sirach, Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Or no, Salakia. Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And the scriptures, and Jake doesn't know who their enemy is for the first, Jake doesn't know who his enemy is. The scriptures tell you, the Lord shall sell you unto thy enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. And who were you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans sold to? You know, they'll repress the history of the so-called Latinos and Native Americans being sold into slavery, but it happened. But you Negroes, man, you got no fucking excuse. You know who you were sold and who your ancestors and forefathers were sold into slavery to. And it says those same ones in the book of Deuteronomy 28, I believe it's the 68th verse, or the 48th verse, one of the two, that you would be sold into your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Who the fuck were you sold to? These Edomites, these devils. So it says, never trust thine enemy, the ones that sold you into captivity. For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So just as sure as iron will develop rust, so is this devil going to be wicked. There's nothing good going to come out of him. Whether or not you pick Trump, or whether or not you pick what's the name? Whether or not you pick Trump, or whether or not you pick Joe Biden and that demon Kamala Harris, man. No matter who you pick, you still gonna be faced with a damn demon, man. This is Deuteronomy 17. It says, Deuteronomy 17, and I'll start at 14. When thou art come into the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it, it says, and shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me. All the nations have presidents, right? Majority of them. They have senates, right? Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shall thou set king over thee. It says that thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. Now peep this. Just so niggas can get the sense, man, because that's really what you are, man. At this point, if you're still voting and believing in this system, man, you're just a nigga, man. This is the word for stranger. In Deuteronomy 17 and 15, it says Nakar. It says Nakarya. And it says foreigner, alien, foreigner, substitute, foreign women, harlot, unknown, unfamiliar. It says, and what's unfamiliar? A person of another nation. It says, in Strong's definition, strange, in a variety of degrees and applications, foreigner, non-relative, adulterous, different, wonderful. It says, alien, foreigner, outlandish, strange woman. You see? So a foreigner and somebody of another nation, you're not supposed to set over you, man. But you, Jake, want to be simple. Don't be out here fucking voting, man. It's dumb. And it's not commanded by the Heavenly Father. It's actually despised. So, that being said, Lord willing, is edifying. Shalom.